right, hello wine-drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday. Glad to be back from New Zealand, and hey man, I got to pass by Pegasus Bay, which our good friend Neil Empson imports, and Dennis Webb in to see us with these wines. Unfortunately, I didn't get to stop in to see these folks, which we have done events with them in the past, and they make great wines in the Waipara region of the North Island and this Pegasus Bay. Sauvingon, Semillon, absolutely outstanding. This wine had a screw cap, which, hey man, most New Zealand wines do. Don't be afraid to get screwed when it comes to wine. The cork, usually people will admit to up to 5% of their wine is flawed, but I talked to New Zealand producers that had up to 30% failure rate with cork. So almost everybody has their wines in screw cap unless they're very, very expensive. And hey, even some of those guys are putting their top most expensive wines in screw cap. Bravo! This wine's got a lovely amount of rich tree fruit here on the nose, grapefruit, kind of Jolly Rancher candy, a light musky kind of hint that you get from Sauvignon Blanc, some briny minerally notes coming out as this wine opens up. Lovely complexity here, a good amount of sweet tart, kind of grapefruit citrus on the tongue, a nice zest and that musky character coming through along with that mineral popping finish. Excellent juice at $31.50. The main divide, Pinot up next from Canterbury, and this wine seemed to be a little bit maybe old on the nose. Well, it is 08, and, well, a little smoked meaty character, some red plum fruit coming out, a little bit of a sun-dried note maybe, a bit fresher on the tongue, though, than it was on the nose, and a nice amount of brown spice, that meaty character and earthy note coming through on the finish, but nice fruit there. Very good at $21. Then the Pegasus Bay Pinot Noir. This wine had a lovely bright pomegranate, raspberry fruit, wild strawberries, nice hand of exotic spices, dried flowers, some earthy, truffly notes, really bright and zesty on the tongue, smooth, silky tannins, a nice hint of that exotic spice and truffle from the nose coming through on the finish. Really nice freshness here at $49.50. The Pinot Noirs definitely taking it up a notch in New Zealand. One of the things I found from my visit, a lot of really good Pinot there now, especially from 13 and 14 to outstanding vintages for both islands. All right, next up we had a little Chianti Classico Gran Selezione, which this is the new category that to me has confused the hell out of a lot of people that thought they knew Italian wine. Why do we need another classification for Chianti, especially for the people that tried to raise the price up to $100 a bottle? This one, to me, I don't care if people understand it, it's still at a price where people think Chianti Classico Reserva should be $47.25. Bravo! Il Molino dei Grassi, Il Margone, which is located in Panzano next to Fontodi, and hey, these families are originally from Ohio, and they moved to England, and then fell in love with Fontodi's wines and said to a real estate agent, man, if you ever have anything come up for sale close by, please give us a call. And when they did, it didn't take them long to close the deal. So this is a beautiful wine, 100% Sangiovese, like Fontodi, and has some lovely light red berry fruit, incense spice, black tar notes, fresh porcini mushrooms, and old saddle leather. Really classic Chianti Classico to me, and a good amount of juicy fruit on the nose. This 2011 vintage showing a lot of brightness, wild strawberry jam, more some dark spice and tannins on the finish. Very well balanced, and this wine will last 10 years easily. Bravo, a great Gran Selezione, and priced accordingly. Luigi Einaudi, Barolo Cannubi, one of the Grand Cru vineyards of Barolo, also priced accordingly, $94.50, but to me, these Grand Cru vineyards like Cannubi, some of the greatest values in the world of wine. You could keep a wine like this for 30, 40 years. Maybe not in the 2012 vintage, a little lighter vintage here, but this wine still has that classic bouquet of fresh flowers, exotic oriental spices, red cherry fruits, very rich, a little orange peel note coming out as this wine opens up. Very fresh and bright on the tongue, that lovely bright red berry fruit, almost liqueur-like in concentration. The fresh flowers, very elegant style, very forward and drinkable, these 2012s, but still a youngster. It's still Barolo. You could still keep it at least 10 years easily. Most excellent juice. As was the Speri Amarone. Let me tell you, this is one of my favorite wines, and this is a single vineyard, Monte Sant Urbano, and $75, man. This wine, high elevation. You notice the freshness in this wine, but still really intense and rich. One of the things we love about about Amarone. Highly effective wine at 15% alcohol. Maybe a lightweight for Amarone, but lovely cherry liqueur-like fruit, a little green tea, exotic spices on the nose, that clay kind of Play-Doh minerality you get with pretty floral notes. Very big and chewy on the tongue. Lots of rich, ripe liqueur, cherry fruit, and spice, flowers, that minerality, just lovely freshness. This wine, an excellent Amarone at $75. That's what we had to drink with our friends from Empson. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.